Atmavandan to everyone. Thank you,
Aditya,
Anjana.
highlight her first.
Okay. First of all, my gratitudes to Pitama Patriji for showing us the path of meditation, and to JK sir for giving us the knowledge of spiritual tablets. I'm Anita Sen, and I've been through. I joined PMC around 3 years back, 3 or 4 years back after COVID, or during COVID time, I should say. And the journey was really good. I started meditating, and there was so much clarity, peace of mind, and definitely my life has changed from that. And I look at the world in a different way now. And after that, I learned spiritual tablets, and now I sit in front of you proudly as your teacher. So it's been a very, very nice journey. And I thank all my teachers who taught me and who mentored me to be a spiritual tablet mentor and teacher. So, good evening, everyone, or good morning to a few of you who are another part of the world, and good afternoon too, because I think we have a lot of people from different areas of the world here. So today I'm going to start uh, the first lesson that's or known as the first 12 tablets. Out of that, I'm going to take the 6 tablets. The first 6 tablets is known as the tablets that gives us energy. We draw energy through these tablets. So it enhances our energy. Okay. So what energy are we talking about? We are talking about what is known as the universal energy. So the universe has a very huge, we know that the universe is a huge field, it's an energy field with with lots of cosmic activities happening in there. And when we talk about us, we are a very small speck on Earth. And the universal energy is unimaginable. It's absolutely huge. And when we do meditation, what happens is we try to draw a part of this energy into us, known as the cosmic energy. So everything in this world is governed by this universal energy. So how does the cosmic energy enter our body? It enters our body through our Sahasrara chakra. What's happening? The screen is changed.
Sorry, sorry. I'm just fixing it.
So from where is the cosmic energy? Where is cosmic energy? Cosmic energy is everywhere around us. Okay, and everything has cosmic energy in it. Even we, the planet Earth, the animals, the trees, the minerals, everything has this cosmic energy. And usually for those people who do not meditate, we still, even though we do not meditate, we still absorb the cosmic energy when we sleep. So what happens when we sleep? When we sleep, our mind calms down and it becomes still. Yeah. And when the mind becomes still and thoughtless, what happens? The cosmic energy will start entering through the body from the Sahasrara chakra, that the chakra that is right above the head. That's how we start drawing energy. So when we sleep, we get enough energy for our next day's jobs, whatever we are going to live the next day. But if you want to get more energy, abundance of energy, then we need to do what is known as meditation. So what is now this is spiritual tablet. So according to the World Health Organization, what's the definition of health? Health means it's not only just the absence of illness or physical pain or mental pain or anything. It's also known as a social well-being. It's not only that, but it also means spiritual well-being. So health is a holistic, when you take health as a holistic, when we give a holistic view to health. So we also need to talk about spiritual well-being. Only then we are actually completely healthy. So what happens? So what happens when you're not healthy? So when you're not healthy, it actually shows us that our chakras or our energy systems are not balanced. So when there is too much of unbalance in the body, it slowly shows up as diseases. So when we do spiritual tablets, when we have a patient god with us, so first what we do is we first introduce the first six tablets. The first one among that is Anapana Sati meditation. So what is, can we go to the meditation part? So Anapana Sati. So what is Anapana Sati? Ana means in breath. When we take a breath inside, it becomes Ana. Apana means when the breath comes out, the exhalation of the breath is known as apana. And sati means to be with, to merge with. So ana, apana, sati means to be with the in breath and the outgoing breath. That means you need to observe the breath. The simple, not that you don't force yourself to breathe, but you just observe the natural breathing that's happening when you meditate. So while we meditate, we all have meditated now. So what we did while meditating, the first thing that we did is we put our three locks. What are the three locks that we put? One is we locked our fingers together, merged our fingers. Next, we locked our legs by crossing our legs, and we closed our eyes. So why do we do these things? So we cross our fingers because 10% of the energy is leaked away from the palms. That's the reason we lock our palms, interlock our fingers and keep it locked. And 10% of energy goes away from the legs. That's the reason we lock the legs, or we fold our legs or cross the legs. So we sit in Sukhasana. And we close our eyes to put another third lock because 80% of the energy goes away from the eyes. So that's the reason while meditating, the first and important thing that we do is we apply three locks. We cross our legs, we interlock our fingers, and we close our eyes. So I need to want to explain to you the five-finger method. So I need to talk about five fingers. So our five fingers represents five important things. So one is the little finger represents our body. The ring finger represents our mind. The middle finger represents our intellect. The pointy finger, the index finger, represents our underself, and the thumb represents our overselves. So, what is underself? Underself is nothing but our soul. Overselves is nothing but the universal energy, or what we know as the uh, very evolved, very highest form of soul is overself. Or we could say that overself is like our mother, and underself, that is the soul, our soul is just like a child. Okay, so the mother and the child, this is a relation. So while meditating, what happens? First of all, we put three locks. That means we stabilize our body. So the little finger shows the body. So that means, how do we stabilize our body? By putting the three locks. We cross our legs, we cross our hands, and we close our eyes. That means we have stilled our body. The next thing that we do is we still the mind. So how do we still the mind? How can we still the mind? So even while meditating, what happens? We have so many thoughts that come in and go. So how do we do that? By observing the breath, by observing how we inhale and how we exhale. The natural breath, not forcing, not that you take a deep, not take you force yourself inside. No, you don't do all that. You just observe your natural breath. And when we try and observe our natural breath, we try and see how the air is going inside, how the air is coming in outside. We just feel the the coldness of the air when it goes into the lungs, and we feel the warmth of the exhaling air. So when we do that, we slowly, our thoughts go away. our thoughts will start disappearing and our mind becomes still and calm. The moment the mind becomes completely empty, when there is no more thoughts, it only happens for maybe a fraction of a second or sometimes just 2 seconds. Or if some people are lucky, they may get this stillness or this thoughtless mind for about 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Depends on how much they are able to still their mind. Even if there is 1 second, even if you could still your mind for a second, that's when the cosmic energy enters your body through your Sahasrara chakra, or that's above the head. That's when, or it's called Brahmarandra, okay, in Hindi, in Sanskrit. So this is a place where there's a small path where there's a small opening called the Brahmarandra here, where the cosmic energy enters our body. And because we've put the locks in, the energy is not going to leak out, it's going to be in the body. So once the mind is still, so we finish stilling the body, and then now we still the mind. The next is we still the intellect. What happens to the intellect when we meditate? As we meditate, when we meditate deeper and deeper, we will start observing our inner self. We will start observing our soul. We will start getting knowledge from the universe. We will start understanding our own purpose of life. We will understand our soul. Where is Atma? Atma is inside us. So we need to look inside. So far, we've been looking outside for answers. Yeah. When we are sick, you're going outside, that you're going to the doctor who is outside. When you have mental problems, you're going to your friends, or if you're sad, you're going to your relatives, your kids, whoever can help you, right? You are going outside for help. But where's the real help? The real help is inside you. It's in you. It's in the soul. So when you use your intellect to actually draw the knowledge from the universe will start giving you knowledge that will help you see inside yourself. So you feel the you feel the soulful feeling inside, and you sometimes when the meditation you get very deep into meditation, you start doing what is known as the astral travel. That means your physical body remains there, but your astral body moves out of your body and it starts wandering, just like dream. What happens in dream? When we are dreaming, our body is in complete still, our mind is still. So the astral body moves out of the body, and that's when the dream starts. We go to so many places in dreams, right? We go to rivers, we go to mountains, sometimes we go to somebody else's house. So how is it all happening? It's because our Sukshma Sharir, or the astral body, moves out of our body and wanders around. That's when the dream happens. Similar things happen when we meditate. When the meditation becomes very deep and profound, and when the mind is completely still, when you have that complete thoughtless mind, when it comes completely empty, the astral body starts moving. It becomes lighter and starts moving out and starts looking around. It can even go out to the outer universe. You can even go to your past births, your past incarnations, and look at your past life. So the many people who go into their past life, it's known as past life regression. They go back to the past life. They watch their past life like a movie. They don't know what's happening, but it's like a movie. It comes out like a movie. So you come to know a lot of knowledge about your own soul. So usually our soul takes 300 to 400 births to evolve into a higher self, to evolve to be one, to reach that highest self level of what do you call knowledge, to reach the highest self. It takes so many, or what do you call it, mukti or salvation. To reach that point, it takes so many births, so that you finish all your karmas and you completely evolve to your higher self. So it takes so many births. So every life that we live is a learning session. It's like a school, like a grade. Every life is like one grade. You pass one grade, you go to the next grade. Yeah. So you always progress. Spiritually, we always progress. There's no coming down. We always progress. We always evolve to a better person, a better soul. Hmm? So even the bad things that happen to our life, like if you're people are doing bad things to you, or you're in a very, very bad situation in your life, even those bad situations are nothing but lessons that we learn for the soul evolution. Because your soul, before coming to earth, it's already made the plan. It's already decided what it wants to learn, and we need to support the soul through our mind and body, so that we try to look into the soul and try to get this knowledge and evolve ourselves to a higher self. So after that comes the underself. Underself is soul. The moment we know how to tackle the body, we know how to tackle the mind, we know how to use our intellect for our soul evolution, we will get to our soul. That is the underself. Now, the moment we come to our underself, we start understanding all the things that's related to spirituality. We will know what it is to be detached, but still, detachment doesn't mean that you get out of your family and leave all your friends, or leave all your no, that doesn't mean detachment. Detachment is pure detachment is when you're still doing your normal work as a normal human being. You're still doing your job, you're still a part of the family, you're still doing your duties as a member of the family, you're doing your duty as a friend, as a father or mother, or your brother or sister. You have to do all your duties, but still you need to be detached. You shouldn't get overly involved or emotionally totally connected. You have to detach yourself from everything and look at your life like you're looking at a screen, like you're watching a movie. So that is the kind of detachment we need. When we actually look into our soul, we get this inner what do you call realization, and we will definitely understand how to live a detached life, and we will evolve to spirituality. And then it's called overself, or it is called um, Sarvatma. Sarvatma is when is over self, is a combined force of all souls. This becomes Sarvatma. So what happens when we understand what is spirituality, when we gain knowledge of spirituality, we need to combine it or join it or merge with the Sarvatma, or the overself. The moment this merging happens, it is known as you have got your third eye opened. You will know what is universal oneness. You will have no difference between you and me. Between you and the earth, between you and that particular tree, between you and that particular object, there is no difference. It is one. So when you start feeling this universal oneness, that's when we say that in Hindi we say ज्ञानोदय हो गया, no? So it's self-realization, it's complete salvation. You reach the topmost, the higher self. You become the higher self. So that reunion, that is what is called yoga. Yoga means union of the underself to the overself, and becoming one with the universe. So where can we do the meditation? Now, meditation, how can I do it? Where can I do it? I can do it anywhere. I can do it in my house, in my bedroom. I can do it in my sitting room, or even when I go to the toilet. I can even sit in my toilet, and when I'm sitting there, I can still take 5 minutes off and then meditate. I can sit and meditate in my car if my driver is driving. If I'm sitting in a bus or train or an aircraft, I can meditate anywhere. So what time can we meditate? We can meditate anytime, whether it is in the morning or in the evening, afternoon, middle of the night, anytime. So, and anyway. So anywhere and anytime we could do. That's called ATM. ATM means anytime meditation, anytime and anywhere and anytime you can do your meditation. So first of all, so we have finished the five importance that we have to do during meditation. First of all, you control your body, you control your mind, you learn how to use your intellect, you learn your soul. When you understand your soul, you understand that you are not the body anymore or the mind. You need to give away the mind, body, and intellect. Only then you will start seeing you're able to visualize your soul. Only then you can merge it with your higher self. That's very important to get away from the rest of the three to get these two merged. And then some people who are sick, who are not able to sit, can also lie down and do their meditation. And people who have chronic, very, very severe chronic conditions, it's beneficial for them to meditate 4 to 6 hours every day, so that the abundance of cosmic energy they are going to receive is going to heal them from inside. So that's very important for a person with the chronic illness to meditate 4 to 6 hours. Even if you have simple headache, it so happens that when I get a slight headache, I just sit for 5 minutes and it's gone. The headache is gone. So it's that powerful. Because when you learn the art of meditation, things become very, very miraculous, because meditation changes the thought process. If the thought process change from initially you're in the negative state of thinking. Most of the time you think negative about every situation, negative about other people around you. But as you meditate slowly, your thoughts become neutral first. You're not thinking negative. And later on, as we meditate, as we keep on, there is a shift in the way you think and the way you look at the world. Now your thought process is, now you can actually meditate in breaks. Yeah, no need to do it at a stretch. It's difficult to do at a stretch. Yeah, I'm answering the question. Okay, then the thought process becomes positive. And slowly, as you keep on meditating, when you become a very, very professional meditator, you are able to meditate better and better. Your thought process becomes miraculous. That means you think in your mind and it happens. It's miraculous. So there's a small story I was just listening to of now that Yogananda. He was very, very sick when he was young. He had so much of tummy, intestinal problems, and digestive issues. Then he was very, very thin, extremely thin, pathetically thin. So when he joined the ashram, his guru told him one day, just looked at him and told him, "You're really very sick." He told, "Yeah, Guru, I tried everything. Nothing works on me. I'm totally sick. Nothing gets into my system. I'm so sick and underweight and pathetic, and I just don't have the energy to do anything." Then the Guru says, "Don't worry. By tomorrow, maybe maybe we'll see to get you healed." So just when Guruji says that tomorrow maybe we will see how you will be healed, that itself brought a lot of positive thinking in him. He slept well. He was peaceful when sleeping because he was not worried now, because he thought he's going to get help from his guru, right, next morning. And by morning, he felt a surge of energy and he felt that he's he's feeling very well. And by evening, when he told us, "Guruji, I'm feeling much better. Thank you so much. You healed me." Then Guruji says, "Yeah, but we don't know what happens tomorrow, right?" Then that gave him a lot of worries. He told, "What happens tomorrow now?" Right? Then that day night he could not sleep because all those fears came back to him. He started thinking negatively about his body, that he might get back. The problem next day became so bad. He was so worst. And he couldn't wake up in the morning. He was feeling so terrible. And he says, "Guruji, I don't know, I'm feeling so worse today. My health is completely gone today. There's nothing left now." Then Guruji says, "You again spoiled your own health." He said, "I didn't do it." Then he says, Yogananda says, "I didn't do it. It just happened." No. Then Guruji says, "It's your thought. It's just your thought that made you better the previous day. And it's just your thought that made you sicker the next day." So it's the mind. So our brain is the powerhouse. And it is like what you call CPU of the computer that is going to run programs which will decide whether the system is going to work well or no. So by meditating, what we do is we rewrite our program. We rewrite our program in such a way that we always by rewriting prayer, we always get this positive energy that keeps us healthy. So it's all in your mind. And there's another thing that I saw, that the universe always says, granted. It always says granted, granted, granted. So whatever you think in your mind, it's going to be granted. So if you think you're sick, it's granted. If you think I'm completely well and I'm completely peaceful, it's granted. So it's all in the mind, it's a thought. So by meditating, we are just changing our thought process from a negative thought process to a miraculous thought process. So how frequently can we meditate? You can meditate any number of times. Uh, uh, where and all you can meditate. You can meditate in your park. You can go outside. You can meditate in your office. When you're sitting in your office, you just want 5 minutes meditation. You can do it. So a meditation can be done every day at frequent intervals, and um, it will help you change your thought process. Can we go to the next? Yeah. So what actually happens when you regularly meditate? We have these energy circles that is called chakras, right? We have the energy points called chakras. We have 272,000 energy points running around in our body. And there are junctions. The main junctions are these 7 chakras. So what happens when we meditate? When we meditate, the cosmic energy that enters through our Sahasrara chakra will start moving down to other chakras. And if there is a block in any of those chakras, it will push through that and open up the block. Just like if you have a drainage block, what do? We push it or pour more water, or you use that plumbing thing and you open the block. Just like that, the energy that comes into your body will start unblocking all the blocks of the chakras. And as these chakras get unblocked, you will feel the cleansing effect of the nadi system. And all the nadis get aligned nicely, there is free flow of energy from one chakra to another chakra. There should be free flow. So if there is blockage, then there is a problem. So when you meditate regularly, these blockages will be cleared and all the chakras will be unblocked, and they will start receiving more and more abundant energy that actually cleanses your body and your energy system from inside and makes you healthy. So that's how meditation helps in cleaning the chakras. Next one, please. So another thing is connection with the cosmic energy. As I told you, the universe is nothing but it's a huge energy field, and cosmic energy is everywhere. And we all have what is known as the aura, the energy circles around our body, right? Even every object has the same thing. So we get easily connected with the universe, or we get a positive connection with we will know how to receive this cosmic energy and use it for our well-being. And you have any symptoms of any particular disease, you will see that you will slowly see the symptomatic relief. That means first of all, you will start feeling that the pain is getting lesser and lesser. Sometimes if there is a block in any of your chakra, suppose I have a block in my heart chakra, or if I had a block in my throat chakra, for example, then while meditating, I might get a lot of pain in my throat area or back of my neck. It's possible that people feel the pains when they meditate, but you shouldn't stop meditating, because the pain happens when the blockage has been removed. When you push through it, there's some action happening there. There's some tug of war happening over there, and that's the reason the pain comes. Some people get a lot of back pain at the time. That means maybe their Muladhara chakra or their Swadhisthana chakra is getting unblocked, and so there is a lot of tug of war happening over there, and then sometimes you feel the pain, but the remedy is noticed, but sometimes the pain is very, very intense. Yeah, I would always get a kind of back pain all the time when I'm meditating initially, but slowly that relieved. That means I definitely had some kind of blockage in my energy system, and then it took a while to open up. I also would get a little bit of leg pain, and then after some time, it became okay, and then I could initially I couldn't even sit 20 minutes, 20 minutes sitting still was very painful for me. But then slowly, as I meditated, I think I started receiving these little bounds of energies that helped me, and then all those pains went. I remember once we did this 4 hours Akhand meditation, and I was surprised that I sat 4 hours continuously without moving. So this is what happens. Slowly, the body will get used to this regular meditation. So it will be, as I told you, you can actually do meditation anytime and anywhere, but it will be very beneficial if you could choose a place and do it at that place every time, because the energy will be consecrated over there. So you just sit in that place. And while meditating, we are not going to chant any mantras, no mantras, nothing at all, no forcing breath inside, outside. It's just Sahaj meditation. When you say Sahaj, it is simple, very simple, easy meditation. Yeah. Next one, please. Okay, for patients who are bedridden, so they should at least do 4 to 6 hours of meditation. But sometimes it so happens that they are not able to meditate, or then the family members can sit around them and meditate for them, because the collective energy of the family members will help them. So anyway, so they can lie down, however they feel comfortable. Try to cross their legs. Try to just cross your fingers and keep it on their tummy, and then they can close your eyes and do meditation even while lying down. But there are some cases where people will have to do 10 to 12 hours of meditation also. So next one we go into, it's okay. Yeah, you can go. That's okay. Pyramid meditation. So what is pyramid meditation? So we all know pyramids, right? Have you all seen this pyramid of Giza in Egypt? The huge pyramid. So when we talk about pyramid, we're using the same pyramid that's of the same dimension, where the angle of the triangle is going to be 52 point and a half, 52.21. Yeah. The You can even make pyramids at home using a cardboard or a hard sheet of paper, that the chart paper. There is a video in the internet that you can follow to make a pyramid. You can make small pyramids, you can make big pyramids. There are some people who make pyramids in the ceiling, so that it can help them. What happens when what are the importance of pyramids have a way of absorbing the energy from the universe. The cosmic energy is pulled in great quantities but just like a magnifying glass, when you keep it at the sun, what happens? It converges, right? It converges and it actually burns the paper, because all the energy is converged in one place. That's what happens in the pyramid. The pyramid actually absorbs the energy, and from the top, when you see the 1/3, when you come down 1/3 of the height, that's the point where there is maximum energy in the pyramid. That's called the king's chamber. Yeah. So when we make small pyramids, you can make pyramids such as, to put it like a hat that sits on your head. Like I have a pyramid in my house. I just bought it from Pyramid Valley, Bangalore, International Pyramid Valley. So this is just a glass pyramid with some something inside, the crystals inside. Yeah. So either you can make your own pyramid, or you can just buy some pyramids. There are also copper plate pyramids. If you fix a pyramid on your bed and sleep under it, like instead of putting we all put this, if people who put this mosquito nets, instead of making those 4 things, you just put a pyramid on top of it, and then use it as even if you put those poles in the same angle, the most important thing is the dimension should be same as the natural pyramid that's in Egypt. Yeah. So you can some people make a rooftop, instead of making the ceiling, they make the ceiling like a pyramid. So the whole house gets the energy of the pyramid. So what happens when you actually meditate inside the pyramid, or putting a pyramid on top of your head like a hat? then the meditation, the energy that you receive is 3 times. The energy is even more if you go to these pyramid centers where there are many people sitting and meditating, and that there's a lot of energy over there. You will feel when I meditated in Pyramid Valley of Bangalore, I could feel, I sat in the King's Chamber, but I could really feel the lightness in my body. I almost felt my body as light as feather, So that's the kind of feeling I felt because it really made me completely forget my body. So that's the kind of energy you get in the pyramid centers. So it magnifies the cosmic energy just like a magnifying glass. And people even make pyramids for the eyes, tiny ones. If you have eye problems, if anybody is gone under surgery and they want to heal quickly, they put the pyramid on top of that. The part where the surgery is done, just a small paper pyramid, just put it under and then go to sleep. So this children who want to concentrate more when they study, they can put a pyramid hat and study. That helps them to concentrate. Um, by the way, I didn't tell what's the minimum time that you need to meditate. Now, if you are 50 years old, you meditate 50 minutes. If you're 40, the minimum is 40 minutes for general well-being, yeah? And kids over 12 years are they can meditate for 12 minutes. Generally, kids younger also can meditate, but it's too much of energy for them too. My son, when he's saying it's too much of energy, mommy, I can't sleep. So maybe they don't know how to channel the energy. So maybe we keep a safe age, 12 years and above, for meditation. The best punishment I give to my son is whenever he does anything wrong, I don't go sit in that corner and meditate. You're going to sit quietly and meditate for 5 minutes. So that's the best punishment, because when you sit idle and when the child gets bored, completely bored, actually the knowledge is coming in, the universe is tapping into their knowledge. So it's a beautiful method to help children. Next slide, please. Okay, so nowadays there are even health hospitals and nursing homes that usually make a small pyramid chamber in their hospital, so that the patients who want to, heal faster can use it. There are pyramid houses. Um, so people who have a lot of health issues, they can go to the nearby pyramid centers and meditate there for the whole day. There was I think there was our Supriya madam. We had a senior madam called Supriya ma'am, and she had a patient god, who could not walk at all, and he never walked all his life. He had some problem issue with his legs, but she made him meditate under in a pyramid house completely morning and night. He only got up to eat. And I think after 2 months, the child started walking, you know. So this is how the power of meditation is. It actually has even the power to change the DNA of our body. So if there is any genetic problem, that also can be cured by just meditating, and the cosmic energy can change everything. The energy goes to each and every cell. It goes to each and every DNA. It changes all the problems and fixes it. That's how it works. People who are sick can also drink pyramid water, that you keep a glass of water and keep a pyramid on top of it. I don't know if you can see my video. Aditya, can you see me? Anyway, so if you put a glass of water under this pyramid and I leave it for like 3-4 hours, the water gets energized, and when you can drink that, and that energy heals you. The energized water heals you. So there are many pyramid centers. There's one in pyramid in Jagtial, one in Kartal, I know, and there's one in Bangalore that is mega pyramid. It's called International Valley, Pyramid Valley. It's a beautiful place. If you all get a chance, you can go there and have a look and sit there and meditate. There are also rooms there where you can actually stay there, and like for a week or so on, and then there's food. There's a cafeteria there where you get food You get sattvic food, very nice sattvic food. You can actually live there in the rooms and go and meditate in the pyramid. So you can do that. It's known as ashrama dharma. Ashrama dharma is when you actually go to this. It's called ashram. As you go there and you meditate. Next slide, please. So what is group meditation? So we learned about individual meditation. We learned about how to use pyramids during meditation. Now we learn the benefits of group. What is group meditation? Group is when you have a lot of people sitting together and meditating, maybe in the same place or in different places. Like we did it on Zoom, right? We're all in different places, but it's in the same time. So we did it on Zoom. So that's also possible. So what happens during this group meditation? When we meditate with the group, there's something known as group consciousness. There's something known as a combined energy force that multiplies, where every individual's energy multiplies, and you get a combined energy force that helps you draw more cosmic energy into your system. It is 3 times better. So when you meditate under a pyramid, your meditation becomes 3 times better. And if you do it in a group, it becomes even more another 3 times better. So it keeps on increasing, multiplying. And when you do 40 days of group meditation, most of your illnesses, most of your mental problems usually disappears. There are so many cases where we see that people who have skin issues, or who had mild arthritis problems, who have allergic problems, all these problems have been healed in just 40 days. But actually, it takes only 5 minutes to heal. But that 5 minutes of cosmic energy that you are supposed to get, if you see, if I meditate for 1 hour, maybe I'm able to get 2 or 3 seconds of cosmic energy, because that's the only time the mind becomes completely still, right? So it only takes 5 minutes, to heal yourself. So the more you meditate, the more you are able to, go into deep meditation. Do you understand? Sometimes when you get into deep meditation, you see, you will feel that you're seeing different colors. That's when it's actually touching the third eye. So when the third eye actually opens, for some period, it doesn't remain open for a long time for us. Yeah, but we can just go touch and come back. When that happens, we see colors, different colors flashes in front of us, just for a fraction of a second, or so white light or blue light, we suddenly feel we are getting into a tunnel, or going through something, falling through something. So these are all the times when we actually get a lot of cosmic energy. When our third eye is activated, we see these kind of we get these kind of experiences. And it's also, but it doesn't mean that, but everybody doesn't get the same kind of experience. You should never ever compare yourself with anyone else, because each person is unique. Even if you see people who look exactly like you, even twins, they have two separate souls. Even though bad body, the genes are same, everything is same, but still they are two different souls, and they are unique. So one may have experience, the other may not have experience. One may have dream experiences, one may just have other experience. Like they may have a lot of intuition. There may be some people have, when they meditate, they become very intuitive. They understand what is going to happen. They can see, some people can predict the future. Yeah. Some people can just say, oh, before the sickness comes, they will be warned. So these are the powers they get, or they know how to, the energy actually shifts from one thing to another. That's how some people can easily help other people. They can heal other people by giving their knowledge. So these are the powers you gain when you meditate. So you may not understand it initially, because you don't know what's happening. Yeah, but you will see there is a small shift. You're able to recognize a lot of things. Some people, they see a lot of past life. They have a lot of dream experiences. They may see a lot of coincidences they start seeing a lot of coincidences. Like sometimes I started seeing a lot of ants in my bathroom. And I was wondering why these ants are this. It's an indication that show the universe is trying to show me that I need to pass on this knowledge to the rest of the people. So when I pass this knowledge to other people, I help them in their soul evolution. That is the highest form of charity that you can do in this world. Not giving food to somebody, of course, that's a good charity when you give something poor food to the poor person, fine, that's fine. But the highest form of charity you can do is help another person in their soul evolution. So usually when they do a group meditation, they choose the same time. If possible, they also choose the same place and they meditate together. Maybe there's one person who acts like a guide who can guide everyone else, or maybe they all just sit and meditate with the fine music. Also, the music when we put these beautiful musics, the silent what do you call the mm, like the water music or the small the wind music, some nature, some kind of music, or flute, or some kind of light veena. When you use music while meditating, also your meditation gives you 3 times more energy. So how can you promote meditation? So you can say, like, today, if I have a party in my house and I've invited a lot of people, I can say before commencing the party, I can say, everyone, can we do 10 minutes meditation before we start? And I can make them all meditate. That's one way I can introduce meditation to my guests. Or if there is a birthday, or if there is the marriage, what do you call, wedding ceremony, or any kind of enjoyment. So you can start with the meditation and you can end with a meditation. That's one way we can propagate meditation and spread it to everyone. And next one, please. The next thing is full moon meditation or new moon meditation. So what happens during full moon? We all know during full moon and new moon, the earth, sun, and the moon, they align in one line. So what happens at that time? The gravitational force of the moon on earth is at the highest, right? On the new moon and the full moon day.
ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నావు నేను నైట్ కూడా చాలాసేపు మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నాను
Jayanti ji, thank you. Mm. So what we do is, like, if today is a full moon, then I would start meditating a day before and the day after, because the energy is maximum on the new moon day or the full moon day, and it's also high on a day before full moon, because it's going to reach its peak, right? So that's just a very high energy there, because it's going to come there. Yeah, so very high energy a day before, and on the day of new moon it's the highest energy, and then again you get a high energy on the next day. So 3 days you get the maximum effect of meditation on these 3 days. That is the day before the full or new moon day, and on the full moon or new moon day, and the day after the full moon or new moon day. So usually we do 72 hours of meditation, but not continuously, but of course in breaks. But if you do maximum meditation through the night, usually the night has more energy because it happens in the night. The full moon, new moon is more profound in the night. So there are people who do the whole night, like Jagaran. When we do Jagaran, right? For what, Shivratri, just like that. There are people who do full night meditation during the full moon and new moon day, a day before that and a day after that. The 3 days, these 3 days are very, very powerful. You get again 3 times more energy by meditating on these 3 days. So these are all the way energy enhances during when you do under the pyramid. Energy enhances 3 times when you do with the group. Energy enhances 3 times when you do it listening to smooth music. Energy enhances another 3 times if you do it on a new moon day or a day before and a day after. Yeah, these are the highest energy receiving methods. Okay. And how do we do? During the day before and on the day and the day after, we eat light food. So you don't burden your system with a lot of food. You eat a lot of food, then you start feeling drowsy, right? So you eat light food, sattvic food, um, more uncooked fresh vegetables and fruits. That is very, very beneficial than cooked food. If you eat uncooked salads and fruits on those days and do meditation for a longer periods of time, you will definitely see a lot of positive shift in yourself, mentally, physically, and spiritually. You will see a lot of improvement happening. Yeah. So they also do it. They also do it in groups on full moon day. You can call your friends, because you do alone, you will sleep. If I do alone, I will sleep. I can't stay awake. So usually I do it. There are meditation happening every full moon and every new moon in PMC. You can join one of those groups. You can keep your Zoom on, and you can do your meditation in that. Yeah, you can also take part. Like there are like we take part, like every three hours, another person conducts the meditation. So that now first 3 hours I will take. So there is a chart that is made where people put in their names. Okay, I will do from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Then somebody else will join 1 o'clock and they do till 4 o'clock. So like that, three hours, each person comes and conducts the meditation, so that people don't doze off and sleep off. So it's a beautiful session. If you get a chance, I have attended those sessions. It is very, very nice. 3 days, 72 hours Akhand meditation. If you can, through Zoom, you can do, or near your house or near the pyramid centers. Also, they do in groups, and it is very, very beneficial for everyone to do that. So 1 hour meditation is equal to 6 hours of sleep. So it's not that if I'm sitting and meditating the whole night, am I going to be sleepy next day? I don't feel sleepy. I don't feel sleepy at all, because 1 hour of meditation is equal to 6 hours of sleep, because I am getting more energy by doing yoga nidra. Yoga nidra is what sometimes when we meditate, we doze off, right? By sitting, and we feel as if we are completely unconscious. That is called yoga nidra. And that happens, we are actually receiving a lot of cosmic energy. And then you don't feel sleepy. Yeah. The next thing is vegetarianism, because we have seen Gandhiji telling us, Gautam Buddha telling us, all our Sant and sannyas, everybody tell us, ahimsa paramo dharma. That means no himsa, no killing. So you have a nice, healthy vegetarian food. You don't have to kill animals to satisfy your hunger. We get lot of food. We get lot of nutrients from vegetables. We get proteins. We get carbs. All the vitamins are in the vegetables. And there are so many people who are even turning into vegans. Vegan means what? They don't take even milk. They don't take honey. They don't even use silk cloth, because silk is, you take silk, when you buy silk, you're actually killing the silkworms to get silk out of them, right? So they don't use silk, they don't use honey, they don't use milk products, dairy products. But you don't have to go to that extent. At least you have to be a vegetarian, because vegetarian food is going to help us and it gives us more what do you call it keeps our cells more alive. It was also done in a survey that when they put people on a vegetarian diet for 15 days, it was seen that telomere is nothing but the end of the DNA that shows your lifespan, how long you're going to live. The telomere, the length of the telomere of the DNA shows you how long you're going to live. So when the person was put under strict vegetarian diet for 15 days, the length of the telomere increased almost 10%. That means you're going to live longer, right? The shorter the telomere is, the shorter you're going to live. And the longer it is, the longer you're going to live. The cells, the DNA has its own clock that tells you when we are going to finish, right? And this clock is known as the telomere. It's at the end of the chain. So the research has shown that eating vegetarian food increases the size of the telomere. That means it's increasing your lifespan. There is a book, Linda Goodman's Star Science book. In that, she has written that she was a non-vegetarian before, and then she became a vegetarian, then became a fruitarian. And then she says, if possible, for some time, you have to be only breatharian. That means fasting. You're fasting. Only breath. Breatharian. That is the best form. That's the best form healing you get. When you fast, your body heals. The more you fast, the more healing happens. There's something known as autophagy that happens in your body that starts after 16 hours of fasting. That means your body starts killing all the bad cells in your body. Yeah, when you fast for more than 16 hours, only water, no food at all, no tea, no nothing, only water. If you can fast for more than 16 hours, from the 17th hour, autophagy starts. So autophagy is your body will start using up all the dead cells for its energy. That means your cancer cells are gone, all your inflamed cells are gone, all your bad red blood cells and white blood cells and all the bad cells in your body is gone. After 24 hours, if you continue fasting, your body will start healing yourself. That means repair process starts. Yeah, all your organs, if there is some damage, there are stem cells that release into the body. Yeah, and these stem cells go and repair the body. That is why, at least in olden days, during Ekadashi, if you see, they do fasting. And the fasting starts the day before Ekadashi. They stop eating in the afternoon. No grains from afternoon. They take a very light fruit in the evening, and that's it. The Ekadashi fasting starts, and the fasting stops only next day. That means almost 36 hours fasting they do. Every Ekadashi, how many times Ekadashi comes in our calendar? Twice. Once before new moon and once before full moon. Yeah, 3 days before new moon is Ekadashi. And 3 days before full moon is Ekadashi. In olden days, they were doing this Ekadashi fast. That's why people remain very, very healthy. They didn't have, because even if there's any problem in the body heals at that time. It's healing itself, right? It removes all the bad cells, it removes all the cancer cells, it removes all the inflamed cells. So there's no inflammation, there is no allergy, there is no cancer. Yeah, there is no too much fat cells. Fat cells will be removed. All these cells, bad cells, cholesterol will be removed. All these things will be removed when you fast. So please have a schedule that includes fasting also in your chart, in your calendar. Yeah, as a monthly chart when you make. So it says don't make a graveyard, because when you eat dead animals, where do you put dead bodies? In the graveyard, right? So when you eat dead animals, what happens? Your body becomes a graveyard. So they say don't make a graveyard. So human vehicle is a vegetarian vehicle, because our body, our mouth, our intestine is capable of digesting vegetarian food much better than non-vegetarian food. Non-vegetarian food stays in our body for longer time. That means it is going to ferment and become stale. But vegetarian food, it has more fiber in it, and it is very, very healthy, gut healthy. Yeah, gut healthy, when you say, it is good for the intestine. We have a lot of bacteria in our body. We have more bacteria in our body than our cells. Yeah. So our life depends on these bacteria. So if you feed them with vegetation, they need this vegetation to survive. If they survive, these bacteria also has a power to send signals to the brain. Do you know that? You have heard about what is that, vagus nerve? Vagus nerve, have you heard? It's the kind of nerve which actually takes messages from the stomach to the brain. That is why sometimes you feel the cravings. Oh, I want to eat this, I want to eat that. The cravings happen because if you have good bacteria in your system, you will have good cravings. You will only eat good food. If you have bad bacteria in your system, if you feed the bad bacteria, you will have only those bad cravings. Yeah, that is going to give. The microbiome is changing, right? Every time you eat different food, your microbiome is nothing but the bacteria that is in your stomach. It changes. because the more you feed whatever bacteria, each bacteria is going to eat different kind of food. And this is going to decide whether you're going to be healthy or no. So that is why vegetarian food is very important. So you need to lose something to get something. So I think I've completed the vegetarian. Go to the next slide, please. So yeah, sometimes some people say, okay, during the parties, I'm going to eat non-veg, otherwise I won't make in the house, and only parties I'm going to eat. No, that also no non-veg, even during party, it's a great sin. Yeah, you can't party yourself by killing an animal. Yeah. So don't go with your feelings. Always think about ahimsa, parama dharma, and start from today. Don't say that I will slowly change. Okay, yeah. Sometimes maybe you feel like, oh, slowly change, but it's better to start on the day and then forget about it completely. Don't do it at all. Because even if you start doing little, then you get the craving to eat more and more. So it's better to stop. Like I wanted to wean my children from breastfeeding. I thought, okay, I will reduce, and then one day I will give only in morning, evening. I will reduce and then stop. That doesn't work at all. The child will not stop drinking milk by doing that. Then I had three boys, and all the three boys I tried all these kind of things like putting, some people say put hing, and then the child will not put, this neem oil. The child will not drink. Nothing worked. Then one fine day we decided, okay, stop means stop. From today, no more. Whenever the child cried, we said no. And that actually stopped. So sometimes, you have to put the complete no, and become a vegetarian. Okay. So next slide, please. Now we come to the sixth tablet that is known as the optimal diet and silence. So what is optimal diet? Optimal means just how much you need, not more than what you need and not less than what you need. That's optimal, just how much you need. Yeah. So optimal diet doesn't say only what you eat. When you say diet, it doesn't mean only what you eat. It also says everything that you take into your body. So what are the things that you take into your body? You take visions through your eyes, right? So what you see, you're taking into yourself, right? From the eyes, through the eyes. So there's energy going through the eyes. There's information going through the eyes. You're watching. That also should be optimal. You can't be seeing anything, any crap that you can see. There's so many bad news that comes in the newspaper, or there's so many bad. Early in the morning we start our day with the newspaper, or start with this daily news. Somebody screaming and telling, okay, this happened, that one, this one. So why do you start a day like that, right? You're starting a day by taking in all those negativity. So don't do it. You want to know the news? Okay, fine. You do it later, no? Do it in the afternoon. Yeah, of course, you need to know what's happening in the world. Fine. And the news channels usually show a lot of bad things. So look for something new, something nice that's happening in this world. Yeah. Choose what you want to see. And if I have a choice that if I can see a beautiful scenery of beautiful mountains, and where I'm standing, there is a small gutter next to me, I have the choice what I want to see. Do I want to look into the gutter and feel bad about it? And the stink that comes out of it, I smell it. No, I have the choice. I have the choice of looking at the mountain. If I have two choice, I will look at the mountain, right? I will look at the nature. I will try to draw energy from the serenity of the nature and feel happy about it. Yeah, the choice is yours. What you want to see, what you want to hear. Do not talk bad things about other people. Do not hear bad things from other people. Yeah, gossiping. So don't use your mouth to talk bad things. They say that uh, the speech has a lot of power. What you talk, everything that you talk or you think is sent to the universe. And what does the universe do? Universe says tatastu. That means universe say granted. If you think, oh, I feel so sick, it's granted. You become sick. If you think, oh, I feel very happy today, it's granted. You are happy. If you think, I want to be I'm going to be very, very peaceful today. And when you get up in the morning, you give a lot of gratitude to the universe. Give a lot of gratitude to your family members. Give a lot of gratitude. That is how you start your day, by giving gratitudes. Yeah, to all the loved ones. Look at them. Give them love and take love from them. Love is very, very powerful. Yeah. So that's how you start your day, by talking good things, giving good things to others, giving love to others, because love is the most powerful thing. It can change everything. So what you see should be beautiful. When you wake up in the morning, go outside, look at nature. Or if you don't have that kind of a setting, no problem. Keep naturistic pictures next to you, so you can look into that. Look at your own face. It's so beautiful, right? Look at your face. Every day when you look at your face, see how beautiful I am, how nice I am. Talk to yourself. That's also very, very positive. It's up to you what you want to see, what you want to hear, what you want to think, what you want to speak. So optimal diet means everything should be in a limit. Nothing should be done more, or nothing should be less. Even eating. How much should you eat? You should only eat half your stomach. You will never eat until you feel so full that it's going to explode now. Huh? Not like that. So you have to eat only half. You take, if you're usually eating four chapatis in a day, bring it down, make it two. Because after a certain age, that is after the age of 25, our body is not growing, right? We have finished our growth. Now we only have to sustain the body. So you don't need too much of food to sustain the body. You just need half the amount of food to sustain the body. So you only have to make your food as tasty as possible. Make it extremely tasty, make it simple but tasty, and eat slowly. Don't eat too fast. When you eat, you have to consciously eat. Consciously eat means what? You have to munch the food, enjoy the essence of the food, right? Enjoy the taste. Enjoy when you munch it. I was a very, very poor eater when I was young. I did not like any vegetables. Oh my God, the beans would make me feel vomitish. The carrots made me feel vomitish. Brinjal was the worst. I could never stand a brinjal. Like, even the sight of it makes me feel, I was so bad. But I've always looked at other people and saw, how are these people eating? How can they even eat? The only vegetable I could eat is bindi in sambar. That's the only thing. I'm a South Indian, so I like bindi in sambar. That's the only bindi, lady's finger. I would love it. Only in the form of sambar, not dry. Not that bindi dry vegetable I cannot eat. Potatoes I cannot eat. I cannot eat anything. I was pathetically thin and very, very bad state of health. But when suddenly one day, when I was maybe 12 years old, I was in my aunt's house, and she gave me a curry that is, it's kind of a kurma kind of curry with lots of vegetables in that. And she put it in a plate. And I was thinking, how am I going to eat this? Full of vegetables, beans, carrot, everything is there, cauliflower, every other vegetable is in that. It's a mixed vegetable curry. So I thought, okay, let me make up my mind today. My mom would always tell me, munch it and put it all over your mouth, because the taste buds are here and there. They are not it's concentrated. The salt is the side, the sugar is that side in the tongue. So you need to roll the food in your mouth. I thought, okay, I put the food, I munched, I rolled the food in my mouth. And for my surprise, I really liked it. From that day onwards, I was able to accept a lot of vegetables. Of course, brinjal was still out of the list. It took a long time for me to accept it. But nowadays, I can eat brinjal also. So that's how. So when you consciously enjoy every taste in your mouth, everything will turn to be very, very nice. Consciously, whatever you do, even if you drink a glass of water, you consciously drink it. Your mind should be in that water. Then water will become like Amrit. So there was one Guruji who, when I was very young, he introduced meditation for me. And he told me, eat your liquids and drink your solids. What does it mean? You're eating your liquids means you take a sip of water, you roll it in your mouth and you eat it. And when you eat a solid, if I take a bite of apple, I munch it so much, it becomes like a soup. And then I drink that solid. Yeah. Eat your liquids and drink your solids. Okay. So what a choice per whatever choice you make, you make the choice with the nature. Like you walk in the nature. So what's the optimal diet is also that the feeling of touch. So how about you get with this, because skin is also a sense organ, right? All the five sense organs. The eyes, you see good stuff. You listen, good stuffs. Yeah, you talk, good stuffs. And the feel that you get, you always try to feel the nature. Go out, try to walk in the grass barefoot, try to work in the gardening is very, very good. Nowadays rich people are doing what is known as mud therapy. What is mud therapy? They're eating mud, because if there is any mineral deficiency, it will help them. And these mud is actually cleaned and processed. So why, when you do gardening, naturally the mud will come in your hand, and even if you wash it, there's a little bit remaining here and there, and somehow it will go into your system, right? So it's a therapy. The more you be with the nature, the more healthy you will be. Also, sitting in the next to the river and meditating gives you more energy. Sitting in the mountain and meditating gives you more energy. Sitting near the ocean and meditating gives you more energy, because it gives you the peace of mind. It helps you calm very quickly. Yeah, but we can't do that every day. But we do it when once in a while, when you go for a vacation, you can try all these things and you will see the difference. Okay, so yeah, no watching. Also, silence. Silence. What is silence? You need to keep mauna vrata at least one day in a week, at least for 2-3 hours, or maybe start with 1 hour. 1 hour mauna vrata means, what is mauna vrata? Mauna vrata doesn't mean that, okay, I'm going to keep quiet and watch TV. No, that's not mauna vrata. When you say mauna vrata, you're not seeing anything. You're not listening anything. You're not thinking anything. You're not talking anything. It's almost like meditation, but you're not closing your eyes. That's all. Maun Vrat means you're not looking into your phone. You're not reading a book. You're not looking into the television. You're not doing anything, but you're just sitting idle for some time. Maybe you can sit in the balcony for some time, idle. Maybe 1 hour, Maun Vrat. Some people do one full day of Mount Ruth. When you do whole day of Mount Ruth, you can do your normal work, because you can't stop working, right? You can't stop cooking and say, your family, I am doing Mount Ruth today, so I'm not doing anything. Not like that. You do your duties, but you don't talk to anybody. You tell everyone, I'm not going to talk today. Even writing is not allowed when you do Mount Red. Mount Red, you can't sit and chat. Okay, I'm not talking, I'm not chatting. No chatting, no writing chits, all that. So when you want to do Mount Red, you really have to plan it. You have to plan it before. At least 1 hour or even 30 minutes if you can do. Start with 30 minutes in a week. Sometime you sit Mauna. Maun Vrat. So Maun Vrat also helps you, the silence in you, actually, it speaks louder to you. When you sit in silence, you will be able to hear your soul. That is why silence. You have to maintain silence. So do Maun Vrat as much as possible. Some people do a Maun Vrat during full moon. Some people do Maun Vrat during new moon. Yeah, or at least they try to do like half a day during full moon and new moon. So try whatever suits you. Okay, do not go out of the way. Don't trouble people around you when doing vrata, but do what is possible for you. And silence is very, very important aspect of spiritual tablets. So these are the 6 energy enhancers that we usually use for as our first 6 tablets. And most 80% of the problem that we suffer is what do you call psychosomatic. Psychosomatic means what? It's because we are thinking, the fear that makes us think that we are going to get the problem or whatever. The uncomfortable feeling, the thought, these are the things that actually brings a lot of problems in our mind. And when we meditate, the aura cleansing happens. The body gets, if the person is sick, you will know the aura looks dark in that space. So there is a instrument called Kirlian's photography that actually shows, when you take a photo with that, it shows black points, on your body, that shows that these places there are illnesses that is developing. Usually whatever that comes in the photograph, you see after 6 months, it is disconverted into a particular disease. So when you meditate, all these black patches of aura will get healed, will get removed. So these 6 tablets are very, very important to enhance your cosmic energy and heal yourself from within. Okay, so this is all about the first 6 tablets, and most of the patient gods who come, usually when we apply these 6 tablets, almost 80% of the people, the problems are solved. It's only the last 20% who really have very, very chronic issues or very, very deep problem, we introduce the rest of the tablets, because usually these first 6 to 12 tablets, in that most of them, their illnesses, usually you see that they started healing. So it's very, very important tablets, the first 6, and also the next 6 that will be done next class. Yeah, the first 6 is very, very important, because once you're successful in the first 6, you know how to enhance your energy. Then the next 6 is how to sustain it. Okay, so you're open for questions. You can ask me questions. Is there another slide to this? There is another slide next to it for the chart, diet chart. This is the food guide pyramid. You see what you should do, what should you eat maximum on your plate, what should be, you can have a slice of bread. What should you eat? Yeah, the bread, cereals, pasta. This is 6 to 11 servings. When you say servings, is about your palm. That's one serving, not a lot of food. Okay, so 6 to 11 serving means it's just a palm, in what you can have in your palm. Okay, and how much fruits and vegetables should you use? 2 to 4 servings daily you have to use. And vegetables, 3 to 5 servings of vegetable groups, any green vegetables, raw vegetables. Always, in your plate, you have to keep 60% of uncooked vegetable food, uncooked, 60%. First, you start with the 60% of uncooked food. It may be vegetables, it may be fruits, nuts, whatever, but it is uncooked. Okay. And then the 40% should be cooked food, like roti, chawal, whatever. So roti and chawal, the carbs should be actually less. Once you are grown, after your 25 years of age, your carb shouldn't be too much. Your carb should be less, and the maximum part should be vegetable and fruits. Okay. And then dairy products, 0 to 3 servings. Then it's not 2 to 3 servings. The serving sizes are different. Okay. It is different for rice. It is different for fruits. It's different for nuts. You can't take 1 cup of nuts and say, okay, I took 1 serving of nut. If you eat 1 cup of cashew nuts, you're gone. So when you say a serving of cashew nut, it will be like 2-3 spoons. The serving size will be less. Okay, 5 to 6 cashew nuts, maybe 5 to 6 almonds. That's how you eat the nuts. Okay. And sweets and oils should be the top of the pyramid. That should be very, very less. Like in a day, you can take 1 tablespoon of oil, that for an adult. And a child can take a little more butter, because they're still growing. So this is the chart that you use for food chart, food pyramid, how it looks like. What you have to eat more and what you have to eat less. As an adult, I will not tell you that you will eat a lot of cereals and bread. Because that you don't need too much. So that cannot be in the base. For a child, it's okay. For a growing child, of course, they can have more carbs. But as an adult, it's better that you put your carbs on the top. Yeah, you put your vegetable down and put your carbs here. Okay, so that's the diet plan you can choose. Everything in a limited portion. Okay, so you can remove the screen show, and then we can open for questions.
Yeah, thank you, Anita. Before we take questions, we have some few announcements. So we have Archana Poshe with us. We'll do the announcements.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Anita, will you pin her, please?
Thank you, Anita, madam. Thank you so much for introducing the first 6 tablets. That was wonderful.
For giving me the opportunity.
Okay, so before we go ahead, there were few announcements which I had to make, like as Anita ma'am had announced, introduced today, vegetarianism. Okay, so if one of you on this group is a non-vegetarian or is eating non-veg, I would request you all to start being a vegetarian immediately. Okay, because this course is for those people who are strictly on a vegetarian diet. Level 1 course. That is one of the conditions. Masters, I will be calling you masters from today onwards, because you all are stepping into a new world of being a counselor. Once you are a level 1 master, you become a counselor. So first rule, become a vegetarian. If anyone is coming to me or any one of our team members saying that I will try to get off it, I'm working on it, I would request them that you start working on it, do a 40-day meditation, do 40 days meditation, see the difference, and if you feel like, please contact us again. We will look for what is possible, send you in another L1 course or something like that. That is for sure. If somebody who has not meditated at all, then again the same rule applies. Start meditating for 40 days. Only people who have meditated more than 40 days can participate in the L1 course. And finally, when you are participating in these classrooms, it is highly recommended that you should be on videos. Masters, when you are on video, that only lets us know that you are ready for giving service, you are ready to do something for the community. If you are hiding yourself, that means you are not ready for it. Don't put your camera off. If there is some technical issue, some people have messaged us that my camera is not working and I'm not able to put it on. So then I would request you get it checked from the computer analyst, anyone who is expert in computers, and get it fixed, so that you are on camera with us, fully available with us, because this is a serious course. This is not any other online workshop or something like that. No, this is a very serious course. Like an MBBS doctor, you are going to be a spiritual scientist. You are going to be an inquirer. You are going to inquire, be curious, trying to know what our body is all about. So, masters, if anybody cannot abide by these rules, being a vegetarian, being 40 days above meditator minimum requirement, and thirdly, being on camera during the classroom sessions. These are 3 important requirements for each one of you to participate in this course. I hope you all understand, because we are serious counselors here. It's not just an information out there that we are giving out. It is something related to somebody's life and death. So I request you to please take it seriously. Thank you, masters, for listening to me.
I request everyone to switch on their cameras so that I have at least a feel of what my would-be masters would be. Without knowing your face, we cannot take the exam also. So how do I know who is Ruchi, who is Yashwant, who is Vandana? I appreciate all those masters who have kept their videos on, like Rohit, Yashwarya, Jayanti, Purnima. At least I know by their face value, right? So all those masters, again, I request from next time onwards, whose cameras are off, we will not let you in the session, please. Because how will I know who is my student? So I request everyone to switch on their videos. And before you ask questions, let me see who all were attentive throughout the session, how Anita has taken the session very well. So my first question is, how many hours of sleep is equal to 1 hour of meditation? So please, all those who know their answer, please raise their virtual hands. So my first question is, how many hours of sleep is equal to 1 hour of meditation? Yeah, Shweta, answer. Unmute yourself and answer.
6 hours.
Shweta, on I can't see you, but your answer is correct. Okay. 6 hours of sleep. My next question is, what did Anita mention about how many rebirths as human beings we take? How many rebirths as human beings we take? Yashwant, do you know the answer?
Anjana ma'am, just
Yeah.
interrupting for a second. Ishwarya
Yeah.
is raising her manual hand. So Ishwarya, if you look down on the Zoom where you have all those buttons at the bottom, there is a heart shape reaction button, and next to that there is a raise hand button. If you click on that, your hand will be raised. That's the virtual hand we can see immediately.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Answer, Aishwarya, if you could. I can't see you.
Okay, 400.
Okay. It's near. It is 300 to 400 rebirths. Yeah, very correct. Okay, next question is, how many times the energy is increased in a pyramid? Jayanti, you know the answer?
3 times more than.
Yeah, very
3.
good. 3 times, yes. So if there are 30 people in a room and you are wearing pyramids, what is the group energy?
30.
30? And everybody is also wearing the pyramid?
I think it should be 90.
Yeah, very correct. So that many times your energy gets multiplied. That's why we prefer to use group meditation. So how many days she mentioned in full moon one should meditate? How many days are considered as full moon meditation?
3. 1 before full
Who
moon day.
answered? Who answered?
Shaman.
Huh? Okay. Only the people who raise hands, please answer. I can't find out who is answering. Okay, Rekha, your next question is, which tablet refers to a mandala? And what is a mandala? How many days considered as mandala? Premlata, will you answer?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
48 days.
Yeah. Which tablet refers to 40 days?
Sorry, ma'am, I can't remember that one. I remember the mandala.
Okay. Anybody else who would take the answer? How many days mandala meditation and which tablet is referred?
48 days is one mandala, as far as I know. Aishwarya here.
Yeah, it's not 48, it's 40 days. Which tablet is referred?
Meditation.
Which
Anapanasati.
No. That means you're not paying attention. It is group meditation.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. So next question for Purnima. Which tablet refers to non-violence?
Vegetarianism.
Okay, very good. Which tablet refers to astral travel? When do you experience astral travel? Rohit, your answer?
When you're meditating,
Which tablet? The name of the tablet.
energy,
The name of the first tablet. What it is called?
meditation, sorry, meditation, yeah.
Yeah, the anapanasati or the individual meditation is referred as
Meditation.
astral travel. Okay, which tablet refers to astral surgeries done?
I didn't mention that.
Champaben.
I didn't mention that. So I think
So that shows how they have to be attended to the screen also. Which tablet refers to astral surgeries done? Let's see who all were glued to the screen. It was mentioned in the PPT. Champa Ben?
You know, Nikita,
Yeah, Nikita,
unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
It's the group meditation.
Yeah, very good. So we clap for everyone who answered the questions. Very good. Now, if you have any questions, raise your hand. We'll answer them. Still, many videos are on. Nagalakshmi, I can't see you. Vandana, Livina, Ruchi. How do I know you whether you are attending or sleeping? This is a class. Attendance will be marked 0 then.
No, ma'am. We'll be making a note of those who are off camera for 3 days
Yeah,
sessions, and then we'll do a call to them.
sure.
Contest, so
Okay.
don't worry.
Hi, Aishwarya here. I have a question. And so, what is the difference between Anapanasati meditation and the Mudra meditation? So, what is the major difference? Sorry for this noise.
Okay.
Okay, when you do any kind of mudra, first of all, since you're not locking your fingers, you are losing energy, right? And when you hold the mudra, you need some kind of, you would want.
I think it got her network. There is an issue, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah, her network freezed. Yeah.
Okay, so what
So
I
basically,
get, okay, Anjana ma'am, you would like to go ahead?
you continue.
Yeah. So mudras are of different styles, Aishwarya. And every mudra has its own intention of why they are doing it. But Anapanasati is basically locking your 3 places where you're going to lose your energies. One is your leg, the second is your hand, and the third is your eyes. Because you easily get distracted, right? With your eyes. So we are closing these. It has nothing to do with mudra, but it has everything to do with your energy is not getting out of your body or you're not getting distracted. Okay. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah. Because the
Yeah.
main
And
point is to
Anapanasati is basically
conserve
focusing on
the yeah. The main point is to
Yeah.
conserve the energy that you have taken, so you don't allow it to release. That's why we
Absolutely.
clasp our fingers and don't make any mudras. But there are different kinds of meditation which says about mudras and all that. But Anapanasati is a very simple, easy meditation, and it's only the aim is to channel the energy into your body, and how we could do it with maximum effect. So that is why we sit like that. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Masters.
Yes, Rekha ji, boliye.
Hi, ma'am. My question is, wearing shoes or wearing headset to hearing music, we can meditate?
No problem with wearing
I-
shoes, because as I said,
Yeah.
you can even meditate in a bus or a train. The only thing is you need to cross your legs. Yeah, you have to put that lock in the leg, either by sitting in Sukhasan, or if you're sitting in a chair, you need to cross it like this, right? So that you apply that lock there. So whether you're wearing a shoe, whether you're wearing a cloth, it doesn't matter. Whether you're wearing your gloves, it doesn't matter. Yeah, as long as you apply those locks. So usually we can even put a earphone. It doesn't matter, because you want to listen to some music while meditating. Soft music, not jazz music or those kind of music. Very soft, subtle music that actually the calming effect, you know. So
Okay.
all that is okay. What you wear, that doesn't matter. But what's more important is you don't wear your glasses because
Yeah.
no, you don't need the glasses when you close your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes.
So don't wear
I,
the glasses.
yeah.
Your
Yeah.
glasses. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And Aishwarya here back, sorry. I have another question. So how is that only pyramid is taking only the positive energy from the universe and not the negative energy? Because universe has a combination of both the energies, right? So why do we say only this particular structure takes only the positive energy? And also the next one is, should we sit in the center of the pyramid? See, for example, now I'm inside the pyramid, okay? We have a bigger pyramid. And I'm sitting, but I'm not in the center of the pyramid. So, should we sit in the center of the pyramid to get the best possible effect from it, or we can be sitting anywhere inside the pyramid? Thank you.
When you talk about energy, it's just energy. It's not positive or negative. It's just energy. Yeah, because the universe is full of energy, right? It's full of energy. It's just you can't name it as positive or negative.
Okay.
It's just universal energy field. Huh? Like magnetic field that is there. It's just energy.
Okay.
Energy, you want to talk about it?
Ma'am, can I add something to this?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so basically, do you have electricity at your home, Aishwarya?
Yeah.
It's a silly question though, but everyone has electricity, right? So energy is flowing in your house. And then there is a switch that allows you to put it on, and then you get the light on or the fan on, or electric appliances, they get switched on. So as Anita ma'am said, energy has no meaning to itself by itself. It's just an energy, okay? But the way we use that electricity, sometimes we use it to cook our food, and we may end up burning ourselves. Possible?
Yeah.
Similarly, we may hurt ourselves with the electricity if not used in the right form. So as you progress in spiritual tablets, you will realize that how this energy helps, or how I can have the remote control in my hand to heal myself and heal my circumstances or heal my relationships. Energy is just energy. It's just as it is. Okay, it's flowing even when the switch is off. Yes? Yeah. But
Yeah.
when you switch it on, only then the gas turns on. So when you sit under the pyramid, only then you start receiving 3 times the energy. Otherwise, even when you go to sleep, you are receiving energy. People are anyways receiving energy, aren't they? But the amount of energy that you will receive when you sit under the pyramid with an intention, that will be different. That will create a different effect on your body altogether.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Any more questions? Okay, we end the session today. So let's give gratitude